Hello, everyone, and welcome to A Color with Donna in Coloritaville and hashtag Mystical 2021. Today, I'm going to be coloring in a Mystical Lands Christmas. This is book one, Karen E. Myers, and this will probably be my final color and chat before Christmas. Um, I've got family coming in tomorrow or the next day, and I'm just not going to have time to film again before they get here. And I'm afraid that I probably won't have time to film again before Christmas, possibly even until New Year's. So I'm hoping I can find some time to get my desk set up and come in and hang out with you guys. But if I don't, you'll know not to worry and what's going on with me here at the house. So, yeah, no reason to worry about that. And I apologize for these bruises on my hands. If you guys are noticing that, I hope that that kind of thing does not bother you. I actually had to go in for a COVID antibody test, and they were having a really hard time finding my veins, and I was a little dehydrated. I had had some blood work drawn in my arm the day before, and that's like my good go-to vein. So they were trying to go into my hands, and they blew my veins. So yeah, it's pretty bad. It actually looks a little worse in person. It's still kind of swollen and things, but yeah, it is what it is. I hope that doesn't bother you. If it does, I'm sorry. There's really nothing I can do about it. It is what it is. But yeah, so Gary's mom went in, and well, I'll go ahead and I'll tell you what we're coloring first. So I'm going to just be working on Mistletoe Manor while we chat. So yeah. So I don't want to do the wood like standard like browns and stuff. I don't know. I'm not feeling it. So I thought I would do them in different shades of like pink. And I'm just going to kind of do like a little bit of some outline and then come in with a lighter pink. And I mean, I'll see how it looks. If it looks terrible, oh well. So yeah. So yeah, Gary's, and these are Teo Tree markers, and this is 198 and 9. So, we were all kind of sick when Gary and everybody else was positive for COVID. And, but Gary's mom and I tested negative twice. Well, she finally got in for a checkup with her actual doctor because she'd went to my doctor. And they were just a little bit concerned because they don't trust the rapid test and things like that. So they did an antibody test, and her antibodies were positive. She was positive for COVID antibody, which means she's had COVID apparently. And I was a little bit nervous. So I went into my doctor the next day because, I wanted to know. And my doctor did an antibody test, and it was just a rapid. And I don't know if what I'm getting is any different. I'm thinking it may be the exact same test. It's just taking longer because they sent it out. And my doctor actually has the machines and equipment that he purchased to do the testing. So I don't know, but my test came back negative at my doctor's office for antibodies. So I made an appointment at her doctor and went in and got the antibody test, and I should have my results back Tuesday. And hopefully, and I am filming this over the weekend, so because my family is actually coming in. So anyway, we'll see. I find it really hard to believe that I'm negative and she's positive for antibodies. That would literally leave me being the only person that sickness was not COVID and something else. So I'm thinking either my antibody test was wrong or her antibody test somehow was wrong. So I have had her agree that if I went to her doctor and my antibody test was still negative, that we would go elsewhere for an antibody test, because I think she's got a little bit of a false sense of security with the whole, well, I've had COVID, can't get it again kind of thing. And I really don't want her at 76 to be walking around and thinking that way. So, yeah. So we'll see. But I was kind of dehydrated and I had had coffee and things that morning. And I went in there and she couldn't get my veins and she had to go for my hand and it blew the veins. And because I have really, really weak veins anyway, first of all, most of my veins are deep. And second of all, they tend to roll a lot. So I'm used to having issues when it comes to getting blood drawn. But it's been a long time since I've had veins blown, especially 2 in a day. The girl was kind of young. Maybe she was kind of new at what she was doing. I don't know. But I did get the feeling that um, she wasn't too equipped to handle people who have questionable veins. And she was the only person in that lab because it was at the doctor's office or whatever. Had there been somebody else in there, I would have probably asked somebody else to step in after she had blown the first vein. Because let me tell you, I was stuck like 4 times total while I was there. So, yeah. All right, this marker I think is meeting its last days. I think I'm going to have to switch. I've been using these Teo Tree markers so much, and I just had my super light blue start to go dry, and I think that pink is about to go dry, but that's okay because I bought backups of all of these markers. But yeah, I mean, I don't expect them to work forever, and I've used them an awful lot. I can say this, they've lasted just as long, if not longer, and I think maybe longer use-wise, the ones I've used a lot. They're lasting longer than my Copic markers when I refill them, because when I refill my Copic, you know, and how long it takes to need a refill again. So, and, you know, really, I was kind of shocked with that when I actually got Copics, because I was like, I would have just thought Copics would have lasted longer than that. No, no, they don't last very long, in my opinion. I've had very budget-friendly markers last much longer than the Copics on a refill. So I almost regretted getting my Copics when that started happening. And I'm going to be honest, since I got these Teo trees and the Cali Arts, the truth of the matter is I really haven't used my Copics any. I'm going to have to pull those out soon and start using them again. Oh yeah, this marker is meeting its last right about now. I'm going to have to get the other marker. And I'll leave it out and let it sit for a while and see if I can get just a tiny bit more use out of it after it has sat for a while, because I totally believe in bleeding them dry before tossing them. At least, you know, the ones that can't be refilled. The ones that can be refilled, you know, I'll refill them, but, you know, but yeah. All right, let me take my mic off for just a second. I'm sorry if this makes a noise when I lay it down, and you guys can actually watch my mic for me while I go get the other marker. Okay. Thank you for your patience. Let me get this tag back on. I hope it's not making lots of noise for y'all. I'm doing this. All right. Oh, which one was the new marker? I don't know. I laid them both down side by side. I guess we'll find out here in just a second. So yeah, I do. I'm going to need to, I think this might be the dead one. I'm going to need to start using my Copics more. But I've had so much fun using these budget-friendly markers that I've been, you know, buying and finding and things. So it's just been, you know, is what it is. Yeah, you see how much darker this one is? That one was just about dead. Oops. Throwing caps around the desk. So I've been doing a lot of housework today. I have gotten my room cleaned and organized again. It's a never, ever, it's just a never ending thing since this is my bedroom and my living room and my art room and my filming studio. It just, it is in a forever state of disarray. So I took today and I got it organized again and cleaned and dusted and things like that. So, it was a lot of work. I promise you, my back is screaming at me. And I've been washing laundry. I stripped my bed down and got my bed sheets all washed. They're in the dryer now. And just trying to get laundry and things done before Jordan and Leah come in to town. I don't really want to have to be trying to do housework when it's the holiday with Jordan. This will be the first Christmas I've had Jordan with me in like 5 years. So it's kind of a big deal. Last Christmas, he wasn't able to be here, and we did go see him at New Year's. We did go up there, but he couldn't like travel at the time or whatever. And then the Christmas before that, he was in Iraq. So this will be our first Christmas all together in 5 years. So I'm excited. Would you guys prefer that I stop working on wood at this point? Especially like crazy pink fantasy wood. I don't know. When I pulled the picture out, I just looked at it for a minute and then I was like, I'm so tired of seeing brown wood right now. And there's a lot of wood in her books. So I think I'm going to maybe attempt some more fantasy type landscapes since it is mystical lands as we go through the color along in 2021. And yeah, so I think I'll maybe do things a little more mystical. To take away some of the monotony of just browns and greens and those kind of things. It'll just add a little something extra, I guess. So my daughter-in-law, Caitlin, and I are going out to dinner together tonight. That's going to be nice because very rarely do we get together without the husbands. She is a high school teacher and I love her dearly. Of course, she's younger too, but she is. I'm not saying I'm stupid, okay? I'm not. I am very, very intelligent, but she holds a master's and she is so, so, so intelligent. And, she's just more into reading and academic type things. And that's just not my thing. I am more into, as you guys know, artistic things. So we don't have a whole lot in common. We have my son in common, and that is wonderful, though. So when there's an opportunity for us to hang out, I really like to do that because I do want to build a good relationship with her. I think Michael did a great job in picking a spouse, and yeah, I hope that she and I can get much closer. Yeah. So we'll be going to dinner together today. and I'm looking forward to that. Michael is actually working, and some of you may not know, but Michael is also a paramedic, just like Gary. They actually work for the exact same county, so they have the same employer. They generally work opposite shifts of each other, but today Gary is actually working overtime, and this is Michael's shift. So they are both at work. Gary's not like supervising over him because, they can't do that. So Gary's just working in a different area of the county than Michael today. But yeah, so they're both at work. So Caitlin and I are both at home. And I think she said she had a lot of housework she was trying to get accomplished today too. And maybe a little bit of Christmas shopping. And we were talking, and it was kind of like, well, you want to hang out maybe for dinner? And so I was like, yeah, let's do that. And she's like, yeah, sounds great. So that's what we're going to do here in a little bit. Um, so I don't know if I'll have to end up cutting this color and chat short, or if I will get my full hour that I normally try to do. We'll see. Um, and if I do have to cut it short, if I get home and feel like it, maybe I can pick back up. But we'll see how that works out. It's still rather early. I don't know what time she'll want to go eat. We'll see. But I got my room finished, the laundry almost to the point of being done. Trash out, all that kind of stuff. So I felt like I was kind of at a stopping point with my housework. And then I went in and paid my monthly bills that needed to be paid. And I thought let's sit down and let's maybe do a little bit of a color and chat and get that, because I was already thinking that I was afraid I wasn't going to be able to film again. And I was like, okay, that's just kind of wrong to just disappear on everybody. And I went and looked and I was so happy because I did film some review videos and things like that a while back. Um, and I had like several of those films. And so since I had those films, that was pretty cool. And I was like, yes, because I was so afraid I wasn't going to be able to do any videos. But then I still kind of felt like I needed to be here for you guys. So, yep, and let you know where I was going. If you guys hear my watch going off, that is Deb sending me text. She does not know that I'm filming. So, yeah. She knows how busy I've been today, though. But yeah, I forgot to tell her I was going to film, and I definitely want to have my watch on in case Caitlin texts. But so hi, Deb. I'm not ignoring your text. Well, sort of, kind I am, but not on purpose. Well, maybe on purpose, but as you see, I have a legit reason. So I do hope you guys have got some wonderful plans for the holidays. Um, like I said, I'm going to try to get on here because I have not filmed my final video of the month yet of my finished pages. So I do need to get that filmed. So at some point, I'm going to have to tell Jordan and Leah, I love you guys, but I got to get this filmed. So I will need to get that. And I don't want to film that until a little closer. We'll see. We'll see how it all plays out. But I find it really difficult to even do color and chats with like my mother-in-law in the house because I don't know, something about sitting here and talking to myself makes me feel like people think I'm crazy because, well, even though they know I'm talking to you guys, it's still, I don't know, it's a weird just weird feeling that I get about it. So we'll see. That's why I didn't think I would be able to do actual color and chat while Jordan and Leah were here. I'm not sure how long they're staying, and I hope they stay for a while. Jordan has, I think, 12 days of leave, and it starts, I think, tomorrow, but they're like 6 hours away, so it would be like tomorrow night before they could be here anyway, because I don't think the leave starts until like tomorrow evening or something. I'm not sure, but yeah. But hopefully, you guys have some kind of plans. I hope that you'll find joy this holiday season. And I wish I could be with all of you and celebrate together. That would be so awesome. And I'll try my best to try to maybe get on, just if for nothing else than to just tell you guys Merry Christmas. So we'll see. Okay. So wow, that was 20 minutes. That was a lot, wasn't it? I'm so sorry. Maybe I shouldn't have done the wood border first. But while I had that thought in my head, I thought, well, maybe I need to go ahead and do that. I think I'm going to work on the holly and the mistletoe. So let me try to figure out what I want to do with my holly. It's going to take me a second. I still have not swatched these markers out. So okay. Maybe this will work. Maybe. So my poor pups have been outside all day because, they hang out here in this room. They cannot have the run of the rest of the house because my mother-in-law is so unsteady on her feet. I will be so glad when we figure out a way to have our own place. And my mother-in-law decided that she wanted to refinance the house because she did not want to have to move out. And, we've kind of been here trying to help her kind of thing. And she decided to refinance because she just wanted to stay here. Well, Gary and I are kind of like, yeah, no. We need our own place. We have been in like 2 rooms now for 3 years, and it's too much. It's too much. We don't have enough room. So we have got to go our own way, regardless. And of course, we're having to figure out what we're going to do with her situation, because we don't feel like she can live alone. So I don't know. But I will be glad when I do have my own space, because I don't feel like it's fair for my dogs to be stuck either outside or in this room. And anyway, so they can't have the run of the room. So when I do my bed linens and things, the bed is like stripped down, and I have to take the dogs outside and leave them outside. It doesn't matter if it's super cold or not, because they cannot be in here. They'll get all over my mattress. And, no, because I keep a blanket over my bed, um, and all of my bedding, to catch any hairs or anything like that. That way, when I go to bed at night, it's a fresh, clean bed. And that went in the wash too. So I can't even put that over the mattress right now. So the dogs have just been outside. And I know Gary's answer to that is, well, you should have never let them on the bed to begin with. And yeah, I know a lot of people don't, and that's fine. But I don't like to lay in here and stuff. That's why I keep blankets and things over it. And I do not let them under the covers. They have to lay on top at night. They're not allowed under the sheets and covers. But they are now my children, and I do treat them pretty much as such. There were times when I mopped my floors when the kids were little, but it was like, you know what? Inside or out, make your mind up right now, because you're either going to go to your room and you're going to stay there, or you're going to go outside, or you're going to stay there, because I'm about to mop these floors and you're not walking on them till they're dry. So, yeah, my kids have been stuck outside before too when they made the wrong choice and decided they wanted to be out and not in. And then it's kind of like, oh, so sorry. You had a choice. Now my floors are drying. I miss their little muddy feet and hands, though. I really do. I never, I used to hear people say that, and it was hard for me to imagine missing the mess, but I do. I miss it terribly. Now I just have to clean and dust, whatever. When I put something there, it's always there. And um, the only dirty feet prints are my own or Gary's, and you know, it's really sad. So if you guys still have children at home, yeah, for sure, treasure, treasure this time, because the time will come when you really wish that it was back. Okay, so I got that done. That went well enough. And grab 15, and where is my 13? I always have a hard time finding, there it is. I like 13 for just a really light red, and then the darker red looks really good with it. Like the really bright red, dark bright red. Whatever, you know what I mean. Let's do the holly berries. I've got to go one day, probably Tuesday. Wait, let me think. Now I need to look at my calendar because it's driving me crazy thinking about it. Ooh, probably Tuesday. Maybe Wednesday, probably Tuesday. I'm going to have to go and get the things for our Christmas dinner also. Just thought about that. Leah was going to do that shopping with me when she got here, so we'll have to go get all that. So I'll have to make sure we've got our list all ready. This will be the first year that I have cooked a full Christmas meal like this in 6 years, I think. Yep, because after Brooke passed away, I just didn't want to deal with it anymore. I mean, I just didn't. And I know I should have, but I didn't. And so yeah, it's been that long for me since I've made it a meal like this. And yeah, so we'll see if I can still remember how to prepare a holiday meal. But I think my mother-in-law wants a ham, and I'm sure Jordan does too. I want a turkey because it's been a really long time since I made one. So I think I'm going to get a turkey. Hold on a second. Sorry, I had a cough. And then just, mashed potatoes, gravy, green bean casserole, cranberry sauce, dressing, gravy. I don't know if this color is going to be as dark as I need it to be. I just wanted to have kind of like shadowing or whatever underneath this green that I'm going to use, but the green that I'm going to use is actually kind of dark itself. So I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, it'll be fun having them here and doing all these things that I haven't done in so long. Hold on. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know. I don't think I've told you guys, but when I went to the doctor the other day, because I still had this cough and stuff, they checked and that bronchitis is still present. I've never taken this long to get over bronchitis. That's another reason that made me just convinced, because this bronchitis was so bad that this had to have been COVID. But I guess we'll know when this next antibody test comes in on Tuesday, won't we? But I'm kind of hoping it does come back positive, because then I'll be able to at least understand why this bronchitis has been so bad and why it's taking me so long to get over it, because this has just been terrible. They put me on inhalers the other day. They put me on a albuterol inhaler as well as a steroid inhaler, um, futanol, something like that, to hopefully bust this bronchitis up. I hope it works. And I just saw that my camera froze. Okay, guys, I am so sorry. You probably lost some audio footage there too, and I apologize. My camera locked up on me when I was coloring here, and yeah, so I had to do a hard restart. Ugh, that was no fun. But I'm back. Hopefully, it will stay on long enough for us to finish this chat. And now my computer's wanting to yell at all these support assistants and things at me that I don't even want. I don't know. I need to figure out a way to make that not do that when I'm actually filming. Things to work on for 2021, and that is going to be one of them that is very disruptive. Okay. So I really don't know exactly what it was I was telling you guys, so I can finish telling you. That really frustrated me. It took me a minute to get that back up and working. So whatever it was, yeah, that. I don't know what else to say. All right. So I think that's all the greens I'm going to need. I didn't want to go too wild and use something other than greens. Since I had already went pretty wild with the idea of using pink for the wood. So now I have to ask myself if I'm going to make this tree a weird color, like the bark on the sides. I don't know yet. I don't know. Maybe not. I think maybe the border's enough. Yeah, really cute. Stocking done here. And we've got a couple bows that we can get colored. So I did pretty good talking for the first 30 minutes, and now I'm like, whew. I still have the Would You Rather game that I told you guys about a while back, and I think I might start doing that in my coloring chats, especially for times like this, and I'll probably start that in the new year, where I'm doing coloring chats with you guys, and all of a sudden it's like, yeah, I'm out of things I know to talk about, and we can play the Would You Rather game. And that might be kind of fun. Who knows? We can try. Work on this acorn for just a minute. Because, I guess I could start making my cat chats only like 30 minutes long. But the only problem is I would really have to start doing multiple part videos then, because I just would feel really bad only getting so little of a video and then being like, yeah, I'm out of here. So, we'll see. We're playing it all by ear. Because I know some of you like really long videos, and I know some of you are like, yeah, that's just too long for me. And I get it, because I have been in videos before where I was like, oh no. Like 2 hour long videos and things like that. No, I'm not doing it too. And I've seen them a lot longer. And I've done a stream that long before, but I used to try to do really long videos like that too, but it's just, I don't know, I can't do that anymore. Not at the pace I've been doing. If I was only doing like maybe one video a week, I could probably film it in several parts and make big, huge, long videos, and that would be okay. But I'm giving you guys a sitcom, not a motion picture, I guess. Speaking of sitcoms, I am so glad that A Good Doctor is back. Young Sheldon is back. Mom is back. This is probably my favorite time of year for more than one reason, because I love those shows. And I've really not found that many shows that I get into during like the other months and things. So it's kind of depressing. I'm having a hard time here finding what color I want. Still not sure this is what color I want. But yeah, those are some of my absolute favorites. And then I see things all the time that I'm like, ooh, I think I'd kind of like to watch that. I think I might like the unicorn. And there's a couple others that I've been seeing that I might really enjoy, but I don't know. I don't know how many more I want to take on. I need some really just favorite shows for other times of the year when my other shows aren't on. That's what I really need. like really, really bad. So I don't know. Let's see. Can you guys see me? Yeah. But I really love Mom. That show is hilarious. I want to be just like her when I grow up. She's so funny, minus all the problems and things, but I love it. She's so funny. I hope this works because again, I just grabbed a color that I thought may be too light or not sure of as like just a little bit. And yeah, I think it's going to cover. It's not going to really show. Darn it. Darn it, darn it, darn it. I thought I had done a good thing there for a minute. Let's see what else I can find. I think that might be too light too. Oh no, that's going to shine through. Good. Good, good, good. Yippee. All right. Come over here and work on the tree for a minute. We're almost at 45 minutes. So I need to start working towards a stopping point. But I do hope you guys have a very, very Merry Christmas. I think about you guys all the time, just so you know. It's not that I just make these videos and forget about you. So I do hope that wherever you are, that you find joy and warmth this holiday season. We all deserve it. It has been such a tumultuous year for us all, regardless of, this year has not discriminated. It has been an equal opportunity pain in our butts. So, no amount of money or anything has kept you, social status, nothing has kept 2020 from touching everyone. So, we deserve some joy this holiday season. And of course, be safe, be smart in your gatherings, use common sense. God didn't give you a head just to use it as a hat rack. Keep that in mind. And I think everything will be okay, but got to be smart and enjoy your friends or family that you have close by that you can hopefully have some enjoyment with. Humans were not developed ever. We're social creatures. Even though I joke around a lot about nope, two people out there. Ultimately, I do like to have interactions with other people. I'm just not the type of person that wants to do it all the time. But I do need it. There's some times when I'm like, no, I can't. I cannot sit in this house anymore. I have got to see society for a minute. But then I'm not there I'm not out in it very long until I'm like, nope, back to the bat cave. Sorry, guys. Okay, so here's where I am so far. I think it's looking really good. I'm going to go ahead and close out the video now. Like I said, I hope you guys have the absolute happiest of holidays, merriest of Christmases, happiest of New Year's. I love you guys absolutely beyond measure. Just be happy, be safe, love on your loved ones. Tomorrow's never promised. And yeah. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, please hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, so you'll be notified of my future videos that will be coming up in the new year. I'm super excited about 2021 and what hopefully it has in store. I definitely look forward to spending 2021 with all of you. And yeah, so be sure to like the video, leave me a comment. Let me know you are here. If you have any suggestions for 2021 and videos, be sure to let me know. My email address is in the description along with everything Coloritaville, my Instagram address. There is a PayPal link if you would like to make any donations to the channel. My wish list, all of that is always down there also. Nothing is expected, everything is appreciated. The lights don't stay on by themselves, and the books and the materials that I use don't just show up for nothing. So, yeah, little disclosure for that. But anyway, I will see you guys in my next video. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and until next time, peace, love, and happy coloring. Bye, guys.